Y'all want people to lay on the altar and stretch themselves prostrate and be like, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again, Lord. I can't believe I did what I did to you. Please forgive me. You know what? No, don't forgive me. I'ma just myself, bro. Ain't nobody finna do all that. I heard a lot has been going on with Freenbecky. A lot has been going on with Freenbecky. What's the drama with Freenbecky? Their fans and stands and toxics do not sleep. Ha 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 ha. Real quick. With Freenbecky, it's literally they found out that Seng, a video was leaked of Freen kissing a man who happened to be somebody that she had been rumored to be dating for a while. And her and the guy came out and said that it was them in the video, but the way that the video was accessed was that it was recorded. Somebody was in an abandoned building across the street and recorded directly into her apartment, and violated her privacy and broke all kind of cyber laws by threatening to extort money from fans and different people, you know what I'm saying, around them, as to not release the videos. It was a whole mess. And you know, there were rumors about people trying to commit suicide, and Freen got attacked, and Seng got attacked, and even Becky got attacked, and then P-Nom got attacked, and it was a whole bunch. But I'm gonna get into all of that. What's up, Kiki? Hey there, everyone. How are your hearts doing? Doing very well. Glad to see you back, sweetheart. Thank you for joining the tribunal. I appreciate you. Yeah. I'm out. It's late for me. All right, have a good night, Vendita. People are just bitter that Freen ain't in love with Becky. Let Freen be. It's her life. Very true, but it's not just about people being embittered. There are people, and this is what this is the part where you guys have to have empathy, and a lot of people miss it. A lot of people go, you know, she's the one that was violated, so people should just get over it. But you can't tell somebody how to mourn. And I know shipping may not be something that you're into, it may not be something that you do, but respectfully, if you don't understand the culture, if you don't understand how or why these people ship these strangers that they don't know and they love them as much as they do, then you got to respectfully keep your opinion to yourself. And the reason being is because I remember, like I said, I've shared this before. I remember when I was a camera shipper and I got way too emotionally invested. And when I found out that they weren't together, that shit devastated me in a way that it should not have. And so I have sympathy when I see shippers going through shit like this. But that's why if you come here, I'm always constantly telling you guys, ship with caution, make sure you're not emotionally invested, go out, touch grass and different things of that nature. I try to prepare y'all because you can't put your expectations on these people. You can't expect any of them to do what you want them to do. They don't know you and it's their life. At the same time, I get and I understand why some people are hurt and even crying and taking this shit seriously, because that's just how some people are. You know what I'm saying? And it's not okay to judge people or look down on them because it's not, you wouldn't care or you wouldn't have an emotional response. Let's all be respectful enough to create space that everybody can exist in the same space, even if you don't get it. You know what I mean? Just at least be understanding. Exactly. It's respecting that every single person involved was hurt in some form or fashion. You get what I'm saying? Seng was hurt, Freen was hurt, Becky was hurt, and the fans were hurt. Only people who weren't hurt was Idol Factory. They were just doing their job. So with that being said, you know, respect the fans. If you see fans crying, talking about how they're devastated, don't make fun of that. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, people have killed themselves for less. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Don't make fun of people and don't judge them and think that they should, you need to get your own life. While that is true, and they should not be living vicariously through these people, there is a more sensitive and a more empathetic way that you can address their, what they're saying, or you could just shut the fuck up and not address it at all. You know what I mean? And just let them vent and say what they need to say, as long as they're not attacking Freen. Because I've seen people do that too, and that shit is dead ass wrong. I've seen people be like, oh my God, I can't believe this, oh my heart is broken, and Freen, you piece of da-da-da. And it's like, bro, now See, I was with you with the heart broken, but you took it one step too far when you started attacking a person who you don't know based on the choice that she made that ain't got shit to do with you. See what I'm saying? So there has to be like a healthy balance there. I just hate fan service and their family and friends going along with it. What? A lesson that we have to learn. A lesson learned, right? I bet y'all won't do that shit again. Or maybe you will. Who knows? Beyond that, people should respect their personal space. That's the issue. Freen's privacy was invaded. That is one of the issues. This is not the only issue. Like I said, if you haven't watched my video when I talked about it before, I am not going to sit here and put any person's. I'm not going to prioritize violations. I'm not going to prioritize the hurt or the pain. Two things can coexist. Two things can be true at once. I said it before. Freen's rights and her privacy could be violated. She is a victim, as well as the fans can feel like they were baited and tricked and manipulated into supporting financially. And that's the part that everybody keeps forgetting. They're like, oh, you shouldn't be so emotionally invested. It's not just about the emotional investment. A lot of people made financial investments. I mean, like large financial investments. And while it was of their own doing, they were doing it because they thought that they were supporting something that was never what it was, to be frank, okay? And I understand fan service and it's a part of their job and that blah, 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 blah. I've said all this. I'm not going to reiterate it again. Go watch my last video where I literally talked about it. All I'm going to say is everyone is culpable. From Freen to Becky to Idol Factory, Seng, all of them are culpable. And even the fans, they're culpable too for how invested they were in someone else's life emotionally and financially at the same time. All those things, everybody can still feel hurt. Everybody can still feel betrayed. Freen still was crimed against. Someone committed a crime against her, and they have to be punished. And she was hurt, and people should be empathizing with that instead of trying to attack her for doing her job. I get that, but at the same time, the people who are hurt by the job that she did have the right to feel hurt by the way that they perceived what was going on. You get what I mean? So you have to make space for everything, yo. Y'all gotta stop being so damn black or white and it's just gotta be this or it's gotta be that. That's why this country that I'm in right now is in the fucking places in, because it's gotta be this or it's gotta be that. No, that's not, it can't be all liberal, it can't be all conservative. It has to be somewhere in between. We gotta find a healthy mix, because everybody's not a liberal and everybody's not a conservative. Same thing with this. It's like there were people who knew what shipping was and people who didn't know what shipping was, but you know, especially with the cultural differences and stuff like that. And I see people talking about, since I'm already talking about it, fuck it. I see people talking about and tagging me in videos where people are talking about queer baiting. And they are saying, they are being very literal and very technical with the term queer baiting. And they're like, you guys got to stop accusing them of saying they were queer baiting. The definition of queer baiting is, in fiction, when you take two characters and you put the gay angst there, but they never really get together. And the only reason why you do it is so that you can queer bait an audience or bait a queer audience, you know, with the will they, won't they, will they, won't they. We know what the literal and technical term or definition of queer baiting is. But we also know that it has become a colloquial used term, right? Or it has become a social term too. And when we say queer bait, we're not just talking about in the frame of fiction writing or movies or books or whatever the fuck you're talking about. We're talking about in society, there is also queer baiting. You know, like how companies every June throw up their pride flag and invite the gays in, but then you go any other time of the year and they like, fuck you and who you came with. That's what I mean. So we also consider that to be queer baiting on a social level. We get what it means technically. We get what it means literally. But it also has a figurative meaning like most shit in English. Make me break it down for you. Make me break it down, man. And stop tagging me in people's videos, bro. Stop tagging me in people's videos. Because people speak so frankly, and I know I do it too. I can definitely speak up to this, but sometimes people speak so frankly that they act like you're not allowed to have an opinion too. Y'all know how I am. That's the reason why I even created tribunal level, is because I literally said, I don't want to. I literally said that in the 6-minute video where I'm breaking it down and telling y'all what the tribunal is. I don't want to be the only person on this channel who has an opinion. And yes, I can read your opinions here in the chat, but it's not fair. I want y'all to literally be able to speak up for yourself and literally be able to defend your point, whether you say I think this or I think that, or I don't think this, I don't think that. I want y'all to be able to defend that. And everyone should be allowed to have a voice. No one, I'm going to say it like this. With this whole Freen and Becky situation, there are victims and there are perpetrators. And in some cases, victims and perpetrators may also be the same people. Okay? And that's okay. You just gotta create space to forgive, but also to empathize. You gotta, and what I mean by that is, Freen and Becky signed up to do a job. They did a job. That job, whether they were contracted to do it or not, ended up hurting people, even though that was not their intention. Therefore, they became a perpetrator to some people. But at the same time, their privacy, Freen specifically, has been violated and intruded upon in one of the most vile and heinous ways. In her own home. That's crazy. In her own home? You know what I mean? I don't give a damn who she was in there with. I don't care who she was in there with. In her own home? So you have to be able to see that she was a victim in this situation as well as a perpetrator of the fan service. There's room to forgive her and room to see that what she did could rely or did hurt people, which is why she apologized for that. Even though that wasn't her intention, she apologized. So take the apology or don't take the apology, but move the fuck on. Thank you, T Breezy. Very well explained, Nikki. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Please like the live. I appreciate y'all. Please like the live. People need to stop blaming Freen and act like Becky doesn't know anything about. They are all grown-ups. Right. Becky is not, I do not believe, because here's the thing. This is what people keep misunderstanding too. And maybe my point, I didn't get this across enough, in my last live. And I know I took only bits and pieces of that live and gave it to you guys in a public video. So you didn't see everything that I said. But I said this. Freen loves Becky. Becky loves Freen. Don't care what the dynamic is. Sister, friend, lover. They have real love between them. If you think, and then Freen is not a malicious person. If you think that Freen would purposely hurt Becky, you know what I mean? Like, we all have our off days. We can be angry at each other. We can snub each other. But just to think that she's just a malicious person who will go out of her way and deliberately try to break Becky's heart is crazy. Also, y'all got to stop dumbing Becky down and making her seem like this frail, innocent little creature. She is not no frail, innocent little creature. Becky obviously knows how to stand up for herself and speak her own mind. She has done it on several occasions. It's funny to me that she can be a baby, but also be this fierce lion to y'all. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. She is not a helpless, defenseless, little vulnerable child out here. Becky's a grown-ass woman doing grown-ass woman shit, having a grown-ass woman business and making grown-ass woman decisions. And she may have been hurt at some point. Maybe Freen did too. If they were actually a couple and then broke up, they both would have been hurt. I saw somebody say something like that. They were like, well, Becky got hurt when Freen left and da-da-da. I said, well, if they were really a couple, Freen was hurt too. Shit. That's what happens when two people break up. If they were ever a thing. Is what I'm saying, okay? But y'all gotta relax with that, Becky, Freen, like Freen, y'all painting Freen like she just like this wicked witch boy in front of a cauldron, like, I got a spell that I'm gonna cast on her today. Like, relax. I know my hat was really selling a witch thing, wasn't it? I'm a natural born bruja. Anyone who doesn't believe both were aware that is naive. I agree. Hold on, let me see. Rebecca is 20 years old. She has her own brain. She is studying law after all. She is not an infantile thinker. That girl is wise beyond her years. Trust me. You can see it all over her. How do you think Freen and Seng? How do you think Freen and Seng because it never saw Freen and Seng photos and videos together? I don't understand your question, sweetheart. Please try to ask it again. Truth, they both were in this together. Big facts. The Wicked Witch joint. Look. Did she apologize? I didn't hear anyone apologize for lying to fans for months/years, except for Nam, sort of. She did apologize. She apologized in her public statement with her lawyer. She apologized for disappointing any of the fans. What y'all want her to do? Y'all want to be like, I apologize for that day. I apologize for January 2nd, 2022, when I took Becky's hand and I walked through that mall, and I apologize. And on January 3rd of 2022, I apologize for posting her in my story and putting that song attached to it. And in January 4th of 2022, she said, I'm sorry for disappointing the fans. Like that right there was exactly, y'all know what y'all want people to go. Y'all want blood, sweat, and tears. Y'all want people to lay on the altar and stretch themselves prostrate and be like, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again, Lord. I can't believe I did what I did to you. Please forgive me. You know what? No, don't forgive me. I'ma just myself, bro. Ain't nobody finna do all that. Either take her apology or don't take her apology. She definitely apologized. She apologized for disappointing the fans. Gotta be stop being so goddamn dramatic, bro. She apologized. Either you like it or you don't. But the girl apologized. Either you're gonna continue to support her or you're not. Stop acting like she didn't take responsibility. P. Nam did apologize. She took responsibility for sailing a ship that the boat shouldn't even been in the water. That motherfucker was docked at the harbor. But at the end of the day, she apologized. It's sad to see that people attacked her and then she had to deactivate her Twitter and shit, but yo, do you think the brand Freenbecky will still be strong? I mean, clearly it is. MCM said that they're going to continue to support them, that they're going to renew their contract or something to that effect, because the MCM ad post that they both Freen and Becky posted was like the highest liked ad they had ever had or something crazy like that. So yeah, I think they're going to be okay. And like I said in my last video, they are going to continue as the old fans cycle out, the fans or the present fans cycle out right now, the ones that are angry and can't get over it and like, well, F it, they queer baited me, they fan service me, and I don't give a good goddamn if it's part of their job or not. I can't forgive them, I can't forget. And that's okay to feel like that. I'm not attacking anybody for feeling like that. It's okay to feel like that. It's okay to feel like that, all right? I'm not saying you can't. It's okay to feel like that. When they leave, what happens is they're just going to keep trudging forward. Idol Factory is with the Freenbecky machine. And new fans will cycle in who don't know anything about this and weren't here for any of this. And they're going to jump right on that bandwagon and they're just going to keep pressing forward. And even if there are a few fans from like this time period that tries to speak up and be like, it's fake, it's fan service and da-da-da-da. The same way we didn't listen. The same way we didn't listen when we first got attached to Freenbecky. They're not going to listen either. And they're going to fall for it. And they're going to have a new generation of fans. That's how you keep that shit pushing. That's just simple marketing, baby. You just got to keep pushing the machine forward. Nikki, I was watching Show Me Love and there's basically no pool scene anymore. Yeah, I saw that. I'm hoping that they moved it to a later episode where it makes more sense. Because remember, it was weird that in episode 7 they was straddling each other and all up in the pool and shit. And then next thing you know, in episode 8 they couldn't even, they were just laying in bed all shy next to each other. That was weird, bro. It was a weird transition. The next video is a Freenbecky video, so I am staying on topic. Thank you very much, Fierce. I appreciate you for trying to keep me on track. I think IDF is now using, because this is a part of the Freenbecky thing. Everything I'm talking about, and because the next video I'm going into is Freenbecky, so this is all a part of the Freenbecky thing. What'd you say? I think IDF is now using Becky as to calm the storm. That's why she isn't apologizing or not allowed to speak regarding it. Why would she? I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But Becky speaking on this is unnecessary. I think that it's redundant. And if Freen apologized for disappointing the fans and you find out that it's fan service, it implies that Becky was also participating in fan service. And honestly, I don't think that there's enough backlash on Becky to warrant an apology. Like right now, I feel like it may draw more attention to the fan service shit than they even want to be drawn to it right now. So I think right now they're just kind of letting shit fizzle out, and there's no need for and P. Nam apologizing is because she was the most vocal. Y'all know this in the IDF brand, I guess you can say. She was the most vocal person when it came to selling that ship and pushing and pressing and promoting them as a couple, so to speak. But now their promotions without fan service will be weak. Again, I don't think they're going to stop the fan service. I think they're just kind of like waiting. They're going to ease back into it. I've already heard rumors that Freen and Seng broke up. That's what was going around. I don't believe that. And if they did, I wouldn't trust why they did. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you broke up right after? No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. So, but also, to be for the record, they never confirmed they were dating. And I'm not finna get into those conspiratorial shit, because I've seen some people. We can save that for the tribunal. If you want to get into a conspiracy and you want to argue your conspiracy, you can do it in the tribunal. But Freen and Seng never admitted to being in a relationship. They said that was them in the video. They also, the video also was not dated. Some people guessed based on what they were wearing, which was a plain black collar shirt and a plain white shirt. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how that could, you know what I mean? Like, but some people are saying that they can pinpoint the day or the time period or whatever. Okay, fine. I'll let you run with that. But they didn't confirm the time period or the time when that happened. They just confirmed it was them in the video. Okay? So, with that being said, I think that the fan service can be brought back, because even though it shows that it was Freen and Seng in the video, there's not enough to prove when it was. And as long as Freen and Seng don't try to, like, publicly come out and be in a relationship or continue to be seen, they can finesse it. And they will. And they will. They will wait it out. It's like anything else. Y'all notice how scandals are? Think about the last scandal you heard from a company, and then when was the last time you even cared to remember it? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, man. We hear scandals all the time, and shit dies out in like 3-4 weeks because it gets replaced with more news. The news cycle is so filled these days. Scandals don't last as long as they used to. In a month, people will forget about this. They'll say some cute shit. Seng will sink into the background, and people will go right back to shipping them. There's some people that haven't even stopped. So, truly original. Thank you for upgrading to the tribunal. I appreciate you, sweetheart. All right, so I'm about to get into these Freen. So before I get into the Freenbecky reaction of the event they just did, I actually want to read the post that Freen's mom made. So I'm gonna read this post that Freen's mom made. This was kind of like her response to all the backlash that Freen was receiving and everything like that. And I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna react to their most recent event. All right, so this is what Freen's mom said. She said, and it's Google translated, so there's gonna be some shit I'm gonna probably have to explain because it's not gonna sound right. So just bear with me, okay? She says, "Thank you for all the encouragement. If anyone knows him by him or he, she's referring to Freen for the record. Thank you for all the encouragement. If anyone knows Freen, she is a human. She is just a human. She eats rice and food too, and we live to live in the present. Whether the past is sad, it says, whether the past is sad or is happy, know that we are a patient person, or she is a patient person. The way she's talking, I can't remember. I don't know if she's referring to like God or what, but she's like, just know that he is a patient person. Apply Dharma to let us live with a peaceful heart. In other words, just be merciful and let people live their life and, choose good for themselves, choose wrong for themselves. You just got to give people mercy and grace and space to choose for themselves, okay? She says, we can't take anything away from us, whether we are rich or poor. She basically saying, we're human. We're just like you. Whether we're rich, whether we're poor, everybody ends up dying at the end of the day, right? So nobody is really any different than anyone else. She says, live in the present. And in the society with which we always have two sides, usually mother and kid, talking about her and Freen. She said, usually we talk all the time and we try to stay in the present and we try to do our best. Freen also uses the same words Freen also tells me that the reason why she is here today is because of the fan support, okay? The reason why she continues her work, and the reason why she's even doing what she's doing is because of the continued support and the love and encouraging words from the fans. So no matter what the future brings, we will continue to have a normal life and live just like a human being. In other words, we're going to continue to be who we are and live in our truth and be human. And just, that means they can't live up to your expectations. They may be flawed in your eyes in some ways, and they may be perfect in your eyes in some ways, but never forget that at the end of the day, they are human. Freen is a human being. She said, think about it. The condo we bought together as mother and daughter we've been living there for more than 10 years. I don't know if she's saying she and Freen are still currently living there or she's just still living there herself. I don't, because, you know, the translation sometimes is jacked up. I'm certain y'all can clarify that in the comments, in the chat. She says, not just living and believing in the project that this is the safest place and because it is our home. She was like, we obviously, when you move someplace, you live there and you hope that it's a safe space for you. And you want it to continue to be a safe space for you, especially because it's a place that you call your house, your home. She was like, I wrote this, I didn't ask for sympathy, and I'm not taking anybody's side. She said, I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm not asking you guys to understand where I'm coming from. She was like, and I'm not taking any sides. So see, she's even playing the neutral role right here. Even though her daughter was obviously violated and crimed against, she is still like, you know, I think she understands where the fans' expectations were and how and why they're disappointed. But she also she's a mother and she gets that her daughter was violated and her daughter was, you know, maligned, and she's watching all these evil words and things be said about her child online, bro. I can't even imagine. Better be glad it ain't mama truth. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. She been to set this whole internet on fire. I promise you. She'd have figured it out. She would have figured it out. She says, I'm sincere and I never think that I'm good at all. Basically, she's saying, I'm not putting myself above y'all. My mind is not determined yet. She's saying my mind is not made up. I think she's just saying that I haven't decided, you know, what is what. I don't know what she's referring to on that. Maybe she's referring to her feelings about the situation and everything. I just don't bother anyone. I make a living as with an honest profession. Help Buddhism to the fullest until the end of my mind. I wish nirvana. And this is basically just her saying, I wish peace, success, and, you know, for everyone's family and everything like that. That's what she's saying. I hope that she said, I don't want to suffer in life. And, you know, she's just speaking at this point. She's just saying, I just want everybody to remember that we all deserve to be loved. We deserve success. Nobody deserves suffering. And she spoke blessings to everyone who was reading this in their family and stuff like that. But yes, I did see Ingfast's Twitter about Freen, and I spoke about it in my my last live. And so we have been on for almost 2 hours. Yeah. Do you think the stalker is indeed close to them or an inside job? I don't know. There's no proof of that. Why would it be proof of that? Why is that even a theory? See, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to actually be a conspiracy theorist. When I say I used to be a conspiracy theorist, I'm talking about I could talk to y'all about shit that y'all wouldn't even understand or know and will probably run circles around your head, and you would think that I'm a lunatic. But I know conspiracies. I was deep into conspiracies until I realized that I just, like, what am I learning all this shit for? Anyway, there's no proof that whoever did this, it was an inside job. There's no proof it's Seng. I know some of y'all be like, well, he unfollowed the original person, the original poster, and blah 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 blah, and then he followed them again, and or whatever, or unblocked them, and then, or he blocked them and then unblocked them or something. I don't know. There is no proof that he did it. There is no proof that Freen did it. There is no proof that Idol Factory did it or anyone inside the Idol Factory camp. That is just people being angry at the situation and now they're throwing wet noodles at a wall and seeing what sticks and y'all running with the shit. For me, if she apologizes to the little girl and her family, then I will believe her as an honest and genuine. Village girl, Freen never said anything about that little girl. It was Idol Factory that did that. Freen never mentioned Emily or said anything at all. She never denied what the girl said. She never confirmed what the little girl said. As far as I know, she never confirmed or denied or spoke on the situation with Emily. That was Idol Factory. So how did people find her house in the first place? They be following them from, like, you know, it's actually not that difficult when you think about it. All they got to do is follow them from one of their venues. I know that sounds creepy and scary, but that's what they do. I just need IDF to apologize to Emily. That's who needs to apologize to her. It's IDF. Seng and Chen and all them motherfuckers that sit up there and on the board and whoever is, you know, all of them. They need to come out and publicly apologize to that little girl. Nikki, you the best. Thank you, Trish. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Now I'm about to react to This is the event that they just did. So we're about to get into this, and then from there, I am going to get into England. Freen has never cleared up a rumor until the vid of Seng came out. Facts. That is very true. That is very true. Freen, well, she did clear one up when that her ex was being brought up, and she talked about that person, they kept bringing up this dude, and she said, no, that's my junior when I was in uni, and blah 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 blah, and he has a new person in his life or something like that. She cleared that. There was one other one that she cleared up because she was talking about how it was affecting her ex and maybe I think like his new girlfriend and his situation or whatever. So yeah, but the IDF is unlikely to apologize to Emily. Oh, I know they aren't. Just like they didn't necessarily, just like they technically didn't apologize to the fans either. They were just like, they were like, what did they say in their press conference? Somebody said it. They were basically like, sorry. They were basically like, sorry to the fans, but the artists are humans too, or something like that. That's what they said. Can you analyze the video clip of Freen? Hell the fuck no, I cannot. No, I cannot, because Idol Factory already said that anybody that puts that continues to show those videos and clips can also be liable under some kind of criminal cyber law. So hell no. I have all the photos and all the videos. I do. You'll never see them though. Not on my channel. You won't. Not on my channel, you won't. I will not be a part of it. That's the same reason why I didn't retweet or say anything about it or repost them at all on Twitter when I was being tagged hundreds and hundreds of times all over the place in them. I'm not going to do it. The stalking issue is only going to be taken seriously as it should be if it was Freen and Becky and kissing in that video. I don't know about saying he is a bit of a clown. I don't know or care enough to know enough about him to determine whether or not he's a clown or not. All I know is that hate cannot live where it doesn't have an audience. The photos are basically just stills from the video, but yes. If you want to argue, here's the thing, y'all. I hear what y'all are saying. I hear people being like, but the video, you gotta analyze the video, and Freen's face looked weird in the video. Freen said it was her. After Freen said it was her, does it matter? Freen saw the video in order to have determined that it was her. If Freen said, yep, that's me, and Seng said, yep, that's me, does it matter if it was edited? Because they didn't say anything about it being edited, and they may not be able to legally say that it was edited, but at the end of the day, they confirmed that it was them in the video. Nikki, what other channels you watch for Inglot Crumbs? The channels that I watch for Inglot Crumbs don't have subtitles, but that's because y'all know that most of the time when I watch Inglot videos, I do not watch them subtitled. I watch for their behavior, not necessarily what they're saying, and then I watch after the fact. I watch what they're saying. I put the subtitles on after the fact. People were trying to blame AI. I hate that they threw Freen under the bus. Confirmation is more than enough. That's it. Please don't compare Freen to Ingfa. He will never do. Well, we're okay. We're not gonna do that. We're just relax, Aviado. Relax, okay? Just relax. We're not just relax. I get you were responding to somebody, but just relax, okay? We're not gonna do that back and forth. We're not gonna get into Inglot Freenbecky wars. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, Brooke, I agree. You know, somebody said that Freen's mom asked her to quit. I didn't see any proof of that. I didn't see that. But they said that her mom was asking her to like walk away from show business, and I was like, she shouldn't have to. You know, you get what I mean? Like, I get why as a mom she's asking, but like, this world is so cruel and so wicked that they would see a young lady who's going through what she's going through, and they would say, okay, she deserves to go through this because she disappointed me or she shattered my expectations. And then not only does she deserve to go through this, but I'm going to antagonize her, and I'm going to poke that bear of anxiety, and I'm going to poke that bear of depression. I'm going to poke that bear of mental instability, and I hope it pushes her over the edge. I hope it pushes her over the edge, and I hope she ends up doing harm to herself or harm to somebody else. Like, why would you want that? Why are y'all built like that? Why are there actually people that are built like that? Y'all gotta question y'all, man. Y'all, it's some wicked ass people out there. Y'all gotta ask yourselves, why are you so mean and hell bent on seeing somebody else unhappy? Is it because you're miserable? Is it because you're broken? I'm gonna go off on a limb and say yes. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes. All right. Now, with love and respect, we are going to watch this video. JamX and Jane Bolina did videos, but I chose JamX. Freenbecky, this is what happened to Freen and Becky after the issue. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Let's get straight to the video. When she did that dance, though, bro, Becky's so goofy. I don't care, bitch. I don't care. They're still doing the stare thing, and y'all know the stare thing is my thing. As long as they still, what I tell you, as long as they still doing the stare thing, I'm cool, because that means that they still got love between them. I don't need to know what the label is or what the dynamics are going on. As long as they still caring about each other like that, even if it's awkward sometimes, that's the shit I'm talking about right there. Don't you stop being y'all just because other people are disappointed or shattered expectations. Fuck that. No, y'all continue to be Freenbecky. I know that's right. Hold her hand down the stairs, girl. I ain't gonna hold you though. These motherfuckers are good. They got me. I ain't gonna hold you though, bro. They good, bro. After initially getting over the hurt, y'all not impressed? I know I was impressed. I was impressed almost right away because I don't have the same emotional connection that a lot of you guys have to the ship. But y'all gotta admit, if you're over the hurt, y'all aren't impressed. Shit. Yeah, I'm impressed, dog. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
They're here.
Destination? What's up, Destination? Thank you, Destination. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. You gotta admire this shit, bro, because they came in and did they thug thizzle. I love Freen and Becky. I love Freen and Becky, bro, but I'm also like, I don't, you know what I mean? I'm an Aquarius. Y'all know how I am. I get over shit dumb fast. I didn't have nothing to get over, though. I dreamt about this shit, but I already told that. Wow. Yeah, y'all see her. It's sad that she went to touch Becky's back and pulled her hand back so quickly, though. It's like she's checking herself so that people don't think that she's doing too much or being too affectionate or leading them on with her actions of care and affection towards her friend. That's crazy. See, now y'all making Becky suffer. She can't even get the kind of affection she wants from Freen. That's crazy. Right, between Flomo and Destination, Nikki said for life, facts.
A Freen and Becky arrival at the event.
อยู่ใต้บันไดเลื่อนไม่เป็นไรนะคะพี่เดี๋ยวเราได้เจอกันอย่างแน่นอนแต่ว่าตอนนี้ขอเสียงกรี๊ดแบบว่าดังๆแบบให้กำลังใจน้องหน่อยได้ไหมคะ
The feminist industry still genuine.
still taking care of her pee. She's still taking care of her nong. Y'all see, I think she might have told her to make sure her dress don't, make sure people can't see her for her dress or something like that while they're going down the escalator.
The power they have.
Oh, Freen looks so tired, bro. I know she's like probably physically, mentally, and emotionally drained. After she gets done shooting all these projects she got, that girl she probably should retire not even retire, but maybe take a break for like a year or two just to clear herself and clear her mind. I'm certain she has the money to do it, and she has other or means and streams of income. So it wouldn't hurt her, I think, to just take some time just for herself, just to kind of, get herself together. I told the dream in the War Room Live. I'm not
Still
gonna get out.
so protective.
About to knock herself out, bro. Becky about to knock
The
herself out.
crowd screaming Andy looks so happy to see.
Is this filmed with an Android? Or Nokia? Relax. Thank you, Kiki. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you.
Free smile.
Aww.
I miss.
Oh God, that shit blows me, bro. It's like did y'all see? It's like she's cycling between emotions of like sadness, uncertainty, genuine shock, and happiness that people are just like happy to see her and not throwing in like slurs and hate her way. Like it's just, oh God. Oh, pobrecita. Oh, mama, come here. Come here. I want to hug her. I want to hug her.
Her smile.
I want to hug her. Y'all just mad that she got somebody, man.
And Becky's smile
That sucks.
is such a relief.
And it's not who y'all want it to be. That's crazy. The people that's still mad about it, y'all got it. Come on, man.
ไม่มีใครยอมใครเอาล่ะไม่มีใครยอมใครจริงๆอ่ะมาแล้วมาเลยเขียนว่าอะไรนะ
Becky's like, I'm gonna be successful with or without you motherfuckers. Yo, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, I done already told y'all, bruh. I have said this, and I said this long before any of this shit happened, so this is not me trying to slight Freen or anybody else or anything like that. I said, Becky has this untapped potential and power inside of her, bruh, that when she really figures it out, oh my God, she's gonna be such a powerhouse, dog. Y'all need to stop worrying about Becky, bruh. Becky, I promise you she's okay. I promise you she's okay.
Freenbecky performing Pink Theory. She's so cute, and her drawing.
Is that a bird? What? That's actually not the worst of her drawings. That was actually pretty alright. Is it a bird? If it's a bird, that's a good drawing. For Becky, it is. It's a wonderful drawing. I think it's a bird. Oh, she put eyes on the side of the head like that, though. That's crazy. The beak is that way in the... She's so cute. Okay, so you must have got that one right. Oh, what is it? It's a bean. It's a loaf of bread. It's a dead bed bug.
baby is so cute.
Oh, her fingers don't do this. Her fingers don't do this. She can't do this. Back to Powerhouse Destination. Let them know. Let them know. That was a dragon. What was a dragon? I know y'all lying.
Becky
What was a dog?
Funnier.
Becky. It's good to see Freen back there laughing. Becky's goofy ass. Wasn't she doing that crick, 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 crick? That's what she was doing, right? That dance that they've been all doing. That jump, bruh. That jump been having me crack up.
And look at Freen's reaction to Beck.
She was cracking up. You did it, baby. You did it, Beck. She said, I'm gonna keep doing it too. Oh, look at Becky trying to get Freen to join in. She wants, you know what? It's actually important what Becky is doing. Becky is the norm. She's the normalcy. If that's what you meant to calm in the storm earlier, then I agree. She's the normalcy. She is the person who is going to keep Freen grounded and anchored throughout this situation, even if she feels like floating away off into her emotions and her thoughts. I think that her staying close with Becky and Becky going to these events. You know what I'm really afraid of? I'll get into it after this. Y'all remind me to remind y'all what I was getting ready to just say, okay? When I end this video.
At least she make our Freen happy. Such a cutie.
Yeah, I love that she made Freen laugh so hard. And you could tell that was her intention because she was looking at Freen as much as she was looking at the crowd. She was doing that really to she just wanted to make Freen laugh. Yes, I'm saving this live. Embry, I am definitely saving it live.
No.
She right. Freen looked like a plane that's trying to
Her
take off.
drawing and her reaction is so funny.
What the hell is that? All right, Freen, that's supposed to be a duck.
Freenbecky with that cute teddy bear.
Aww. I want a teddy bear that big, but I'm an adult, and I'm afraid that I'm an adult, but I'm also afraid that if I had a bear that big, that it might come to life one night in my house, and I ain't trying to shoot no teddy bears. I don't need no 5 nights at Freddy type shit going on in my house. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll shoot first and ask questions last. What are they doing with the bear? They keep fixing the clothes. It's a bear. Can't anybody see nothing?
And the way they hold it, they look so adorable.
What are they gonna do to this bear? This bear is being violated in so many ways. This bear is being violated in so many ways. What are they doing with this bear now? What's going on here? I did say come to life. That's exactly what I said. I don't want that joint in my crib. I've seen too many scary movies. I don't want that joint in my crib. Oh my God. I'm good on that. Don't scare you with a teddy bear. I'm sorry. Winston, is that you? Right. And if he answers, I will be a cartoon hole in my wall. like I will run straight through the joint. Like I'm not finna play. If Winston answers, Winston Maxwell III, is that you? Yes. that clap was me hopping out my bed and my feet hitting the floor. So it was like. Cause the way I would be sprinting so fast about this motherfucking house. Y'all can have this house. I would literally let Winston have the house. You can have the crib. I don't need it. I got my mom's joint is right up the street. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I go live with my mom. I don't care. Had a crib. You gotta pay the mortgage though. Shit's mad expensive.
Something never changed.
Yes!
Something never changed.
Look. That's right. Always.
ไปหาหน่อยตรงนี้สักนิดหนึง
And she, even though she was, look, that time Becky was in front of her, but she's still like, nah, I got you from the back, baby. Wait, that sounded wrong. That sounded inappropriate. I mean, she's still supporting her from the back. Yeah, that's okay. that works. That works. Bro, she gripped the fuck out of her arms.
It's the
Making sure.
consistency for me. Beautiful photos from the event.
Oh my God. They look so pretty, but Freen just looks so sad in her eyes, man. Even when she was smiling, that baby, she just looked so sad in her eyes.
Look at their smiles.
See, even with her smile, it's just like, it was like, her. I feel like her eyes are swollen from this. Because are her eyes always that puffy underneath? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
I know we cannot look at them like the way before, but the love, care, and support to each other still the same.
Facts. You better tell him, Jam XJ. All right, I remember. So the part that has me concerned, is Freen's birthday, her solo birthday concert. I hope that everyone still goes that bought a ticket, because I know some people were saying they weren't gonna go. I hope that she is happy as she celebrates her date of birth, and I hope that everybody that loves her is able to be there without it being anything weird. And because I heard that Seng is supposed to be there. If that is the case, y'all gotta just, I know it sucks and it still feels like a dagger in the heart when you hear that, but like at some point y'all gonna have to be okay with it. You know what I mean? You get that? Like, you're gonna have to be, or just stop paying attention or tuning into their lives altogether. You know what I mean? Because some people are being like, I want to see Becky, but I don't want to see Freen, and literally putting like poop emojis over Freen's face and stupid shit like that. First of all, grow up. The fact that you even took the time to do the edit is crazy to me. But grow your ass up. But second of all, it's like Becky and Freen have a job to do, and you're going to see Freen. So if you don't want to see Freen, then just don't watch their joint events. Becky has solo events that she does, right? Just watch her solo events. Don't be it's so unfortunate that people can't just like, you can dislike, and I'm not even saying you gotta like her or support Freen. You can dislike Freen, you cannot want to support Freen. But why can't it just stop right there, right? Like, you could just be like, I don't want to have nothing to do with her, I don't want to see her, I don't want to support her, I ain't giving another dime of my money, I don't like her, I'm unfollowing her on everything, boom. And it can end right there and you would still be a good person. What makes you a shitty ass person is when you do all that stuff, and then after you unfollow her, after you say you're not going to support, after you say you're not going to give any more money and blah, 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 and you block her on all your social media accounts, you will go out your way to still go to her page or go online and talk shit about her with other people. You can't just go not like her in a corner somewhere. Why you gotta come and actively and like antagonize her? Like, why you gotta be that person? That's what makes you a shitty person. You not liking Freen and you not wanting to support Freen and you not wanting to give any more money to Freen does not necessarily make you a bad person. That's your preference. People like who they like, they don't like who they don't like, and it's all based on their experiences. Cool. No, that doesn't make you a bad person. It's when you take it a step further and you start dogging people and talking about. Same thing with Seng. Y'all don't even know this dude, and people are saying, well, he this and he that. Da, 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 da. How do you know? All you can do is base it off some videos you seen, his performance in Skoy, and then his pictures on Instagram. Y'all don't know these people. Y'all do not know these people. And I'm trying to tell you, and please, if you are a fan of Freen, a fan of Becky, and a fan of Freenbecky, and you still support the both of them with all of this bullshit that's come out, do not get into back and forth with these trolls. Don't engage. All they want is your energy. They don't care if you're coming to defend the girls. They don't care if you're trying to be honorable and you're trying to stand up for Freen. And baby, Freen ain't probably even online reading this shit anymore at this point. I'm certain she's offline. Everyone in her life has probably told her stay offline for the next weeks or whatever. I'm certain that she probably does her job, post her shit, and get right off. She should if she's not. Freen, if you watching this, please get offline. But I know she's probably not. People have got to learn how to separate your feeling. Like, who are your parents? The people that really sit at home and say this evil, spiteful shit, like, who are your parents? I wasn't raised like that. My mom told me I ain't have to like everybody. She said, you don't have to like anybody. She said, you don't have to like everybody, but you should not hate anybody. You feel me? Does that sink in? You don't have to like everybody, but you should not hate anybody. Stop going back and forth with these trolls. They just want an audience. Hate can't live where it doesn't have an audience. I'm trying to tell you, people still hate on me about whatever. I just don't even acknowledge it. I don't acknowledge it. And I'm also blocked by most of them. But but I don't acknowledge it. Just don't acknowledge it. If you don't acknowledge it, it does not, it has no space, and it can't siphon any energy out of your life. You get what I'm saying? How do you think fans would have reacted to the Stalker issue if the video was of Freen and Becky? They would have loved it, and that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. Y'all get that, right? If it was Freen and Becky, they would have loved it. It would have spread like wildfire. People would have been celebrating that the relationship had been confirmed. That's the difference. And that's the hypocrisy. It still would have been a violation. It still would have been a crime. It still would have been wrong. But y'all would have been hailing that stalker as Jesus himself. And y'all know y'all would, so stop acting like you wouldn't. I think idols is not good because this company is selfish. Frame passport cover. There is Becky's photo. Yeah, I know. They did a lot of little things, which is why, that's why when people said, Nikki, you analyze, a couple of people went back to, y'all remember when I did this video? Hold on, let me bring it up. Hold up. If y'all don't recall, I went back and I reviewed a video. I did a video review and I reacted to the Freen and Seng rumors. Now, I want y'all to look. This says 5 months ago. Okay? So Freen and Seng, this was in February. Freen and Seng were being rumored to be together in February. If that is true, that would mean that anything between Becky and Freen would have had to have happened towards the end of last year. Or maybe right before the end of last year, so to speak, right? Pretty much during the time they was filming the Gap series. With that being said, a lot of people were like, Nikki, you analyzed this incorrectly, da-da-da-da-da. Like you said, but Freen has Becky's photo in her passport. The blankets, the emojis, the songs, the sleepovers, the Twitters back and forth, the spaces, the lives, the dates, the affection. I did not analyze it incorrectly. I analyzed exactly what they showed us. I did not know the depth of fan service because as an international fan, this is literally Gap series, Freen and Becky, Inglot was literally my first foray into Thai cinema culture. Had no idea what the hell GL and BL stood for until because I wasn't even a Korean drama, nothing. I know a lot of people have been K-drama fans. I wasn't into none of that. I literally just got into this in February. Now, mind you, I got into this in February and I'm reacting to this in February. So I really didn't even know Freen and Becky like that. Like, I hadn't done like a lot of research when I reacted to this. I was going based off of literally what was being said. At this time, I didn't even know what fan service was. I didn't know what fan service was. See, where I'm from, fan service is, again, what I told y'all, is when they go on press tours. And they, you know, the actors go and they may flirt and they may joke around and everything like that. But like, once they're off the press tour, they all set, they're done. Like, they don't take that shit home. They were taking this shit home. So how was I supposed to know that that's how they did shit over there? I didn't know that. And, you know, I've seen a lot of people who are very familiar, even international fans who are very, very familiar with the Thai and just Asian cinema culture. And they were like, almost like laughing at people for falling for the fan service. Like, you should have did your research, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You arrogant son of a bitch. You didn't know what fan service was until you did your research. Why can't everybody had to find out that in their own way? That's the part that gets me, is that people have to find out in their own way and in their own time. People didn't know what fan service was. I didn't know, like, even though people were trying to tell me it's fan service, I didn't know to the depth of what fan service went to. You putting pictures in, you got pictures in your wallet and stuff. I didn't know they did all that. I didn't know they did. No, K-Kid, IDF's fan service is on a different level. No, according to what all these people who are internet experts are saying, according to this, no, they're not. You should check out all other BL and GL fan service couples, because apparently Idol Factory is mild compared to the rest of them. If Idol Factory is mild compared to the rest of them, then there should be a warning label for international fans on Thai series and K-dramas and the like with shit like that. Y'all need to say something at the start of the video about some fan service, because somebody needs a definition. Because I didn't know that they could go as far as planning families and getting fake married. That's what they say some of these BL couples have done. Fake get married. Get married? I didn't know it went this far, bruh. I didn't know that they took it this far. And you can't blame anybody. And I for damn sure don't blame myself, but that's also because I got a God complex and I never feel like I'm wrong. So to me, I still wasn't wrong in my analysis. I was right based on what I was shown and what I knew at that time. And the moment that something different came along that contradicted what I said, well, then that's what it is then. You're never going to give me, see, now if I was doubling down on what I said back in February, then it would be a problem with my analysis. But I'm not doubling down on what I said, because based on what Freen admitted and what I have seen as of late, this is what I'm standing by. Y'all gotta let people live. Y'all gotta give people grace, man. The people that fell for the fan service, with the amount of detail that was put into the fan service, with the amount of people, and not to mention the families who were co-signing, the family members and the friends co-signing. How y'all gonna expect people, I'm talking about like long-term friends, family members, like how y'all gonna expect people not to believe it? A warning definitely needs to be put up for international fans.